Well, let's get the latest read on the election as we are starting to get the first exit polling. Megan Cassella has the latest from Washington, D.C. Megan, what can you tell us right now?
Hey, Courtney, that's right. The first round of exit polls out just now at the top of the hour, giving us our very first glimpse at any results in this election and telling us a little bit about how voters were feeling as they left their polling places both today and during early voting. So take a look here. We have the results on 3 of the economy-focused questions. On the question first of how voters would gauge the state of the economy, only 5% called it excellent. Not really a surprise there given inflation. 28% called it good, and a plurality here, 35% said not so good, while 32%, just about a third there, called it poor. On the question of how your family finances compare now versus 4 years ago, 24%, almost a quarter, calling it better today, but 45%, almost half, saying that their family's finances are worse today, while about 30% said it was about the same. And then finally, a head-to-head here on the question of which candidate you trust more to handle the economy. 51% said Trump, but 47% said Harris. That is an issue on which Harris has been focusing most of her campaign. There had been a much larger gap there in polling as to who was the better candidate for the economy there. So for Harris to be within 4 points, that's probably a hopeful sign for the Democratic campaign, although, of course, the Trump campaign would say we're still leading there. It's always been his top issue. A couple of caveats on this. This data will continue to update throughout the night as more results come in. And we also will get later a chance to look at poll results in the battleground states specifically, showing us how voters there are feeling in the states that matter the most tonight here, Courtney. But for now, just our first glimpse, at least as how voters are feeling on the economy. Back over to you.
Hey, Megan, it's Tim. Thanks for joining us. Is there any sense how the exit polls or how the voters are able to reconcile an employment market, a labor market that's arguably never been stronger, with wage gains, with wage growth, and an economy that seems to be apparently not well liked?
That's been the hardest issue for the Biden administration and the Harris campaign for years now, that even though all the fundamentals of this economy have been so strong, voters consistently say that they just don't feel it. And the issue for the campaign has been, how do you message on an economy? You can't quite celebrate your wins if nobody feels like they're doing that well. So that's the issue that they've been dealing with. Harris has really gone out and tried to combat it with approaches, saying things that she would do, a ban on price gouging, for example, help with down payments for housing. So that is going to be the disconnect here. If you see that the economy is strong when you're looking at the data, but if voters don't feel it, can you make that trickle down through the campaign? That's one of the things that we're going to figure out tonight, I think, Tim.
Megan, does the stock market ever come into consideration? Because obviously we're sitting here all-time highs. Do people just feel disenfranchised or not part of what's been an incredible run forget about the last, 4 years, the last 8 years, effectively?
I think so many people don't think about that. They might, vaguely know what their 401k is at, but, vast majority of the country doesn't own, at least not very much, in the stock market. So it doesn't seem to come up very much, except in this sense of sort of consumer sentiment or how the economy is doing. I think it contributes to this overall feeling of how the economy might be doing, but not that much, because like we were just saying, they don't think that the economy is doing that well. So even though the stock market is doing that well, when prices are still high, home, loans are still high and expensive, that's what matters more day to day.
Fascinating stuff, Megan. Thank you so much for bringing it to us. And obviously, we're going to be checking back in with you throughout the hour and throughout the evening as well.